Tell us a bit about what you like specifically about the team's play.
I like the start. I think we were moving right. We're seeing guys that are making faster decisions on the ice. I think it's just getting used to the systems that we have, but also the mindset. We've won the 3 of the last 4, but you can tell the guys are less thinking on the ice and just more reacting, and everything gets quicker and faster. So we had a good week of practice and 2 good games. I thought the first 2 periods we were moving really well.
You guys scored 10 goals the first 5 games this season. Was it particularly heartwarming for you to see them score 6 today?
Well, I mean, we have some skills on that team. I think the way we're going to score our goals is going to be different than how we did last year. And the goals we're going to score is driving the net, going to the net, first touch on the rebound, and just more like a playoff type of goals that you're going to see. Like, it's not going to be necessarily pretty. You think about the first goal Appleton scored. It's going down the wall, bad angle shot, bringing pucks to the net and jumping on the rebounds. These are the goals we're going to score, and better get used to it, because it's going to work for us if we keep it that way. If we start playing more of a fancy game and trying to find the next option, next option in the slot or fancy plays in the offensive zone, it's not going to work. We need to know who we are first, and I think we're slowly understanding who we are as a team.
Finding that identity, though, is going to be expected with so many new faces.
Yeah, I mean, 15 new guys, 14 new guys, counting Pullman in those 15. Getting to know each other, creating some synergy, just getting to know each other off the ice, and creating those relationships. It takes time, and but that's the American League, right? That's why we're here, to develop those kinds of relationships and trying to build future Jets. But that was expected to a certain degree. You, as a coach, you always want it faster, I guess. But we're moving forward, that's for sure.
You saw what Appleton did last year, and then to have the camp, and then do you notice even more drive, there's even more to this guy this year?
I think Mason Appleton knows exactly what he needs to do. He figured it out last year. He had a good year for sure. And this year, I thought his first few games, he showed up at camp in real good shape. His numbers were really good in the testings on and off the ice, but I didn't feel he brought that to the games. And I felt today, for the first time, and it's not about the goals whatsoever. I felt he was driving his legs, and that's what he's really good at. When he moves his legs, when he moves his feet, good things happen, and that's what he did today. And he obviously scored 3 goals, but I think it was just the result of doing a lot of good things without the puck and with the puck that ended up with some points.
That could be expected, though, maybe with that kind of a camp. And I mean, there's as you mentioned, that you go from being sort of one of the guys in the organization to being sort of after what he did last year, like a key prospect, and all of a sudden he's in camp, and he might feel a little bit of pressure, a bit of deer in the headlights kind of thing at that camp.
Yeah, maybe. I guess the expectations have changed. Maybe there's a little bit more pressure that he didn't feel last year, although last year it was a different kind of pressure. He showed up at camp, to our camp, and just trying to make the team. But so far, every time he's been put in a position where he needed to respond, he did it well, and that's probably his better quality. Under pressure, he's responding well, and I think today we had a little chat, and he knows himself, what he's good at. He's really good at, a little bit like Kyle Connor. He's pretty good at self-evaluating himself, and he knew he needed to move his feet a bit more, and that's how he's going to respond to pressure, and it's a great way.
One thing that's interesting about Appleton, we just spoke to him, and if you hadn't watched the game, you'd have no idea that he had 3 goals and 2 assists tonight. He was cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, well, he's had some success in the past, and he scored some big goals for us last year. I think he's like I said, he's pretty good at self-evaluating himself, and he knows he had a good game, and he knows that. I mean, it's not driven by points. The reason why he's a good prospect for us? It's because of what he does. 200-foot game on the puck, hard back checks, and he's got the skills to create some offense, but our evaluation and our vision of Mason Appleton is a 200-foot game, hard on the puck, hard forecheck, driving the net. So I think he's a quite mature person. So for him to react that way, I'm not surprised.
Christian Vesalainen had 3 assists today, including 2 primary assists on the power play. Can you tell us a bit about what you saw in his game and some of the plays he made?
Well, you can tell he's feeling more comfortable out there. He's playing good minutes. That was the plan. That's our mission, to get him out there, so he understands the systems and he understands what kind of game it's that is being played here in North America. So, but I see a young man that is getting more and more confident out there, and that's a good thing.
Just one, Coach. We talked a lot about away and home records last year. Pretty successful first homestand for the team?
I think so. But again, it's the process. It's all about the process. The results are great. We love winning. But we need to put our guys on the ice and in position that they're maybe not comfortable at this time. But we need to play our young players and our prospects. And when you win, it's even better.